Grace. It's a word that whispers of second chances and new beginnings. It's a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. Grace is God's love poured out on us, a gift freely given, not earned or deserved. It's the knowledge that even in our imperfections, we are loved beyond measure. We all fall short. We all make mistakes. But grace reminds us that we are not defined by our failures. It's the hand that lifts us up when we stumble, the voice that whispers forgiveness when we falter. Grace is the embodiment of God's unending compassion, a love that knows no bounds. The Bible verse Titus chapter 2 verses 11 to 12 beautifully encapsulates the transformative power of God's grace. It says, "For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people." It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright and godly lives in this present age. These words are a roadmap to a life transformed by grace. They remind us that God's grace isn't just about receiving forgiveness, it's about embracing a new way of living. It's about turning away from darkness and stepping into the light of God's love. One of the most beautiful aspects of grace is its power to forgive. Forgiveness is a profound act that transcends human understanding. It is a divine gift that allows us to let go of our past mistakes and embrace a future filled with hope and love. No matter what we've done, no matter how far we've strayed, God's grace offers complete and utter forgiveness. This grace is not something we can earn through our actions or deeds. It is a gift, freely given to all who seek it with a sincere heart. This forgiveness isn't earned. It's a gift, freely given to all who seek it. The knowledge of this unconditional forgiveness is incredibly freeing. It allows us to release the guilt and shame of our past and embrace the hope of a future filled with God's love. When we truly understand and accept God's forgiveness, it changes us from the inside out. We are filled with a sense of peace and joy that can only come from knowing we are loved unconditionally. This transformation is not just a fleeting feeling, it is a profound shift in our entire being. We begin to see the world through the lens of grace and compassion, extending the same forgiveness to others that we have received. This new perspective allows us to build deeper, more meaningful relationships, free from the burdens of resentment and anger. We become vessels of God's love, spreading kindness and understanding wherever we go. The journey of forgiveness is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It requires us to confront our own shortcomings and to extend grace to ourselves as well. As we walk this path, we find that forgiveness is not just a one-time act, but a continuous process of letting go and moving forward. In this process, we discover the true freedom that comes from living in God's grace. We are no longer held captive by our past, but are free to live fully in the present and to look forward to the future with hope. This freedom transforms our lives, filling us with a sense of purpose and direction. We become more resilient, more compassionate, and more at peace with ourselves and the world around us. We are filled with a sense of peace and joy that can only come from knowing we are loved unconditionally. This love empowers us to face life's challenges with courage and grace. In the end, the freedom found in forgiveness is a testament to the boundless love and grace of God. It is a gift that transforms us, heals us, and sets us free to live our lives to the fullest. Section 4. Resisting temptation, embracing transformation. Titus chapter 2 verse 12 tells us that grace teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions. This powerful message reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. The grace of God is a guiding light, helping us navigate through the challenges and temptations we face daily. This doesn't mean living a life devoid of joy or pleasure. On the contrary, it means finding deeper joy and more meaningful pleasures in the things that truly matter. It's about cherishing moments with loved ones, finding joy in simple pleasures, and experiencing the beauty of life through a lens of gratitude and faith. It means recognizing that true fulfillment comes from aligning ourselves with God's will. When we seek His guidance and follow His path, we find a sense of peace and purpose that transcends worldly desires. This alignment brings a profound sense of contentment and spiritual well-being. Grace empowers us to resist temptations that lead us away from God. It gives us the courage to turn away from things that may seem appealing in the moment but ultimately lead to emptiness. With grace, we can stand firm in our convictions and make choices that honor our faith. It gives us the strength to make choices that reflect our love for Him. Every decision becomes an opportunity to demonstrate our commitment to living a life that is pleasing to God. Through prayer and reflection, we find the resolve to stay true to our values. This is an ongoing process, a journey of growth and transformation. Just as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, we too are constantly evolving, becoming more aligned with our spiritual selves. Each step we take brings us closer to the person God intends us to be. There will be times when we stumble, but grace is always there to pick us up, dust us off, and help us back on our feet. It's a reminder that no matter how many times we fall, we are never beyond the reach of God's love and mercy. With grace, we can always start anew, with hope and determination. Section 5. Living a life of purpose and self-control. Living a life of grace is not a passive existence. It requires active engagement and a conscious effort to align our actions with our values. It's about actively choosing to embody God's values in everything we do. This means making decisions that reflect our faith and our commitment to living a life of integrity. It's about living with purpose, striving to be more kind, compassionate, and forgiving. Every small act of kindness contributes to a larger tapestry of grace. Self-control is a key aspect of this journey. It involves discipline and the ability to resist temptations that lead us away from our path. It's about making choices that reflect our commitment to God even when it's difficult. This means saying no to short-term gratifications in favor of long-term spiritual growth. It's about putting the needs of others before our own, showing love and grace to everyone we meet. By doing so, we create a ripple effect of positivity and hope. When we allow God's grace to transform us, we become vessels of His love in the world. Our actions and words become a testament to His presence in our lives. We become beacons of hope, shining brightly in the darkness, and pointing others towards the transformative power of grace. In this way, we fulfill our purpose and inspire others to do the same.